Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's 10:10. Let's get out a daily energy reading. I've got the Rider-Waite. Okay, I was going to use the ancient Italian tarot. Let's just give these a shuffle. Okay. Oh, my belly is rumbling. Just keep seeing 10:10 everywhere. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Okay, this page is screwing his face up. Having a look at this pentacle. It came up in yesterday's reading. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is the connection. Happy home, happy community. Why is he screwing his face up at what he's looking at? Okay. Oh, he's not happy. It's like he keeps pumping, pumping passion into this. Is it a project? Okay, let's find out a bit more. The Knight of Swords, where's he charging off to? Okay, or away from? From keep offering love. This looks like I'm putting it in steps. I need to move the microphone. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just going to move the microphone. Sorry. And I'll show you these cards because it's like they're in steps. Okay, then we've got the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to have to channel this. I've kind of lost the story a little bit. It's because we have to take it in steps. Okay, baby steps. Oh, okay, we've got 4 here. What does this mean? Have a look. Are we going this way? Or are we going up? I feel we're coming this way. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. The bottom of the deck. Queen of Swords. That's cutting things out, but it's like it's one step at a time. Okay, let's get the ancient Italian tarot. We're going to have a look at these. It's like a 3-step process. So first of all, we've got the Page of Pentacles. First thing I picked up was that he was screwing his face up at whatever he's looking at. Now this is normally about projects. It's here in the physical. It's something that maybe can make you money, something that you think is profitable, worth your investment. Then we come to the Four of Wands, which is, well, it is the 11-11 card, but taking it away from the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine connection. This is about having a happy community. Celebrating. It's like celebrating in your successes together. But we have a Knight of Wands who's kind of, I can't really remember what I said, but it was about putting effort, pumping passionate effort into this project, but he's getting no return. It's like it's a waste of his time. So that's the first step. Let's clarify these with the ancient Italian tarot. We'll take those 3. They wanted to stay behind. 3. Okay. Can we turn you up the right way? Because we've got an Emperor who's in reverse here. So it's the Divine Masculine's energy. Definitely here. What's he looking at? I don't know. It feels like he's keeping himself warm. He's got like a blanket over his... He's puffing his chest out. Does that mean he's huffing and puffing? At himself? His chest. I was going to say his belly, but it's too high up for the belly. He's puffing his chest out. So I feel that he's huffing and puffing here, this Emperor, at himself. I'm going to take all these 3 cards to clarify these 3. So I'm going to say we're looking at community projects. Something within the Divine Masculine's environment. It's about celebrating, working together. It's like teamwork here. Okay. 10 of Cups. Well, that's your happily ever after. That's a perfect card to go with the 4 of Wands. But this masculine is still screwing his face up and seems to be huffing and puffing at himself regarding this 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, and not being satisfied by whatever he's doing. He doesn't seem very satisfied. And he seems to be pumping effort into this. 4 of Wands. He's definitely a community worker here. Pumping effort into trying to provide a safe community. Okay, I'm going to have to look at the next row now, the next step. He's charging off. But he's charging away from actually keep offering this. So maybe he's, okay, yeah, because we've got the 2 of Pentacles next. Okay, so this is unbalancing the Divine Masculine's energy. He's finding it hard to keep balanced here. It's like he wants to withdraw from offering any more to this situation. So, oh, I hadn't even used, had I, the Italian Tarot. Oh, we've got a King of Swords here. He would send out the Knights. And it seems like he's sending one charging away from keep giving and giving and giving. He needs to find the balance. With here, I feel like maybe he has a bit of a dunce hat on. That hat always reminds me of, you know, being put into the corner. Sit there with the dunce hat on your head. So I feel here the Divine Masculine's kind of saying to himself, how can I be so stupid? And he's wanting to regain balance here. We do have the connection with the infinity symbol, but this is the king that would send out that King of Swords to kind of it's like a telling off. It's the truth card with the King of Swords. So he does kind of, he can see the truth now. Okay, let's just clarify this Knight of Swords first. So he's charging off because he's following his intuition. It's the High Priestess. Hi, Lily. It's the High Priestess here. So if we look, if he's charging off towards her, and that's really just following your own intuition, your feminine intuition that lies within. So it's just this knowing that you need to stop offering this love. It's like it's not balanced. If this masculine is just giving and giving and giving and he's not receiving back, then he's going to start to feel unbalanced and unrecognised. I felt like he wanted to just club someone around the head. I'm not sure what that's about. There's something about like kind of hitting on the head, as if he's hitting himself on the head, because I've picked up like the dunce. It's like you kind of give yourself like, you are so stupid, why do you keep doing it? That kind of, what do you reckon? And then we've got the it might make more sense in a moment, that the Ace of Wands. If we have a look at it, it actually looks like the Ace of Wands is maybe being, you know, stopping the Divine Masculine. It's kind of being, it's a wand, so I feel like it's a, I don't know, like a shield. I just felt it was kind of a, every time the Divine Masculine wants to kind of offer, he's, over his head. Needs to find the balance here. Okay, so I've picked up on the... It's like he's sick of his own stupidity. Don't know how else to put it. Let's have a look at this Two of Pentacles. It's the Queen of Pentacles here. You're purring very, 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 very loudly. Looks like we're coming up to us in the next card, look. She's purring so loud. Okay, what's this Queen of Pentacles? This is, it's a wife card. It's like, I don't know, the Queen of Pentacles here has got balance. So it's the Divine Masculine who hasn't. It just depends who this Queen of Pentacles is. Or whether this Queen of Pentacles is unbalancing the Divine Masculine here. I'm not sure. Let's look at the Strength card. Because this is the next step. So I feel like it could be this Queen of Pentacles that's unbalancing the Divine Masculine. And he needs to have a look at what he's actually giving in regards to what he's receiving back. The next step, Strength card. Now that's the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy combined, supporting each other, having the compassion, the consideration. They just kind of care for each other, even though they're very different. There's this understanding between them. The Lion has his tail between his legs. The Hangman. Yeah, so I think that once he's finished beating himself up, he might come down. This is just, he's waiting. What's he waiting for? His ships to come in. For the tide to, excuse me, for the tide to turn. He so wants this unconditional love here, but he's just giving it in the wrong places, so he's not receiving it back, and he's just waiting for a return. That might be why he keeps trying. In whatever situations at the top here, it's definitely something to do with the environment at home, within the community. Trying to be, I feel like this masculine's trying to be a really good person. Trying to make a difference, but he's kind of being told now to stop like wasting your time, pumping energy into this. So he's kind of waiting for the tide to turn. Maybe he is expecting that he will start to receive recognition where he's seeking for it. Okay. The only thing I really wanted to say then was, if we're seeking for recognition, you don't often find the recognition from the source that you go seeking it from. It normally comes in another manner. A manor come to mind, as in like a big estate, house, community, manor. But this masculine here is giving, I feel, unconditionally to his environment, waiting for some kind of return to be recognised. Doesn't look like it's coming, and I think now he's giving himself, like, he's huffing and puffing at himself, feeling a little bit disappointed that he keeps trying, but he keeps trying in the hope that he gets to return. Okay. Now we have the Well card. I'm not channeling anything from this card, so let's have a look and see. If I'm not channeling anything from this card, and it looks like a divine feminine here who is within, let's say, this sacred circle, this isn't something that would influence her. This is something that would influence the divine masculine's energy. So let me have a look and see what this wants to come up, because I feel here this is about being stable and secure and fixed, knowing what you're wanting and having faith here. This is the last card in the tarot, the Tower. Yeah, it's the divine masculines that have to address this, not the divine feminine. They don't need to address anything. Okay, so the Tower's here. You can see there's a masculine flying out of the Tower. There is a child at the top of the Tower. I believe it's a child. And then we have a masculine here. I wouldn't actually know whether or not it's a masculine or a feminine, but someone here is laying on the floor. They've already taken a hit. Got all these bricks flying around here. The lightning strikes. Bricks are flying. But I always feel like that's a little one. It's kind of hanging out of the window here. This could be, you know, trying to save your parents. You can kind of see what's the structure. So if there's somebody observing, it just means that maybe things do need to stop if there is little ones that are observing what's going on. But the Tower's here, so it's definitely the masculine here. I spoke about being the Lord of the Manor. That's what I want to kind of say. There's a shield here. So this is about his worth, his legacy, how he's respected and appreciated, and what his worth is, really. It looks like more of a prison here. Okay. There's communication next. Could be relocation. Somebody could be moving, either out of a home. They might not have a choice. And then we have relocation. There's a home here in the distance or in the background. The wands are about communication, travel, relocation, things happening very fast. It's kind of like as quick as that. It happens. It's in the air. So maybe this was due to happen, and that's why this masculine, I feel, keeps clubbing himself over the head, because he should have seen it coming. It's like he had enough warnings, but he still kept giving, I want to say. And it's something to do with this wife card here, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, let's clarify this Eight of Wands. Sorry, something wrong with his leg. I'm not sure. I just feel that there's something wrong with the masculine's leg here. Like an injury. Anyway, we have this movement and we have the Chariot. Now the horses are white, which masculine energy. Look at him all proud here. Maybe he is going to be the lord of his manor. He just maybe needs to set up home somewhere else. And so it looks like they're all kind of ready. They're looking mighty fine on there. It's like he's putting on a show. He could be putting on a show, putting on a front and behind the scenes. Because it's definitely here about community work. So having a good reputation, doing good, but behind the scenes, it feels like it was all a bit of a show. Someone was just really putting on a show. But the Chariot's here. That's going to change. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords, which is about cutting out things that no longer serve you. Actually welcoming them. So you're dealing, I said this felt like a 3-step process. So you're dealing with things in order as they come along. Okay, it's not like you're, they just seem to be delivered, I want to say, to the Divine Masculine's energy. He just needs to sit there, and it just seems that they keep coming. Okay, what was the bottom here? Yeah. And he's just going to tackle each one step at a time. Look, the Devil card, but as you see here, the Devil's trying to escape whatever that monster is that's holding him. Looks like a monster that could have many different faces. And here is, he looks a bit like Medusa here, doesn't he? Maybe his stare could turn you to stone. That's how cross and angry he is. Maybe with himself, I'm not sure. But he's trying to escape here. The Devil is trying to escape. Well, what are those creatures that are like, I'm just thinking Narnia. Mr. Tumnus here. I don't actually think he's the Devil. What's he got in his hand? Oh, it's just his fist. But it's the way that he's got his knuckle hanging up. I'm not sure he's used to fighting, but he's going to put up a fight now. It just reminds me of somebody whose fist doesn't look right because they're not a fighter, and it just looks all a bit... I'm not sure. Unless he's just punching himself. Very interesting reading. Excuse me. We have to pull this together. Let's take this first row first. Let's take this first row first. I'm going to pull an Energy Oracle card. Okay, well the Channel of Love cards most definitely want to be used, so let's just pull one of these first. So let's have a look at the Emperor here, screwing his face up about what he's been doing. Bliss. So he's looking for that, it's the Lovers here. He's looking for that connection. Bliss. But he's not finding it there. Okay. Energy Oracle cards. Oh, let me just pop my phone. Let's look at the daily kind of advice for my horoscope. Saying and doing nice things for someone is a healthy way to build intimacy. Okay, I'll take that on board. Saying and doing nice things for someone is a healthy way to build intimacy. And I believe that's just what this masculine's been doing. Saying and doing nice things for another is a good way to build intimacy. I don't think it's working with all this niceness that the Divine Masculine's giving out in this situation. Daughter Spirit, and it's in reverse. Okay, and you've got envy on the bottom. Some people will not recognise you and praise you because they are envious. Their ego gets in the way. It's not possible for them to do that, to show you the recognition. Sometimes until it's too late. Okay. 32, Daughter Spirit. It was in reverse and it has a reverse meaning here. When this card is reversed, you may find yourself feeling an extreme disconnect. It seems your intuition is failing. and you can't maintain the peaceful moments you are longing for. You may be too distracted by worldly matters or personal problems to arrive at and enjoy the deeper sense of your spiritual connection. The paradox that is, the more you can let go of the drama, distractions, or intense emotions, the more your spiritual peace will bring you solutions for these issues. So relax and let go. Meditate on your soul self, your higher self that resides in your own heart center. Allow that connection to grow, and you'll find that many new doors will open as a result. So, step 1. Relax and let go. Meditate on your soul self. So it says that you may find yourself feeling an extreme disconnect. It seems your intuition is failing you, and you can't maintain the peaceful moments you are longing for. Bliss. With the Divine Masculine here, screwing his face up. We've got the 4 of Wands twice. 10 of Cups. What this Divine Masculine is longing for, and it's not being achieved. Okay, let's move on to the... No, I'm going to carry on with this one. Let's get an enchanted map, and then I'll move on. I'm not going to look at that one. It can be shuffled in if it wants to come out. Well, I don't know what it is, so that's good. Okay, it's gone now. Stormfields. I feel like we're being taken to the Wizard of Oz here. Narnia's come in, and now the Wizard of Oz. Stormfields. This too shall pass. That's my favourite phrase at the moment, and has been for a while. Anytime I feel a bit unsettled, I just take a deep breath and say, this too shall pass. And it does, and it will. Okay, so an uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent-up energy needs release, just as a storm in our nature must break. For these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. Not all storms are destructive, rather they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside you or between you and another will benefit you later. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. Okay. So let's move on to this next one. Oh, this envy card. Let's find out what's going on with this envy. This might explain why you're not receiving the recognition where you're looking for it. Lack, dissatisfaction. This card shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand and a platter of coins and pearls in the other. It just took me to that queen that was holding up this coin. She stands in a silver room looking out at a golden city on the horizon. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for the shining prosperity she sees everywhere. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desire for more only causes a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction, and that energy shows in her dress. This card upright is telling you to let go of the jealousy and acknowledge the blessings you already have in your life. Now is the time to shift your focus. After all, when you envy others, it only attracts more to them, not you. Notice all that you have and thank the universe for it. If this card is near the appreciation card in your spread, the message is doubly important. Now is the time to move from a consciousness of lack to one of value. With this shift, all things change. So I believe that this could be what this masculine was waiting for, a shift in consciousness, to let go of the jealousy. And the more that you're jealous of someone, the more comes to them, not you. She's got a coin here. Might be the only thing that she focuses on, what's important to her, when it's kind of money over love. Okay. Right, let's move on to this row anyway. Let's get a Channel of Love card. So we have the Knight here. It said that he was, in the previous step, his intuition was failing him. And now he's charging towards his own guidance, okay? But he's charging away from, well, he's being really guided, okay, to stop doing this. So, perfect. This is a Sun card. It said the sun will come out. Maybe tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Okay. Just keep thinking about tomorrow. Clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow until there's none. Oh, come on, let's bring in Annie then. Might as well. Right, okay. Oh, no. I really want to go into, like, full song. Okay, we've got to move on. Oh. I can't help it because it's like he's sticking out to his chest here, but it's like, when you're stuck with a day that's grey and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow. Let's carry on. Energy cards. Oh, fine. It's turned into a frigging musical, man. The world. Okay, let's read this. 29. Expansion and opening up. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. Okay. Just keep thinking about that sun's going to come out. This too shall pass. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. And as they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. Perfect. The sun will come out tomorrow. You can bet your bottom dollar on it. Whew. Okay. I wanted to go next. Feels like with this Queen of Swords here. Next. Okay. Ghostlands and unexpected visitors. Let's read Ghostlands first. It's like the time is ticking. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing For rarely do the present and the future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps towards a goal or a dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. Yesterday, oh my goodness, all my troubles seem so far away. Seriously? Okay, it's Monday. Come on, it's a good time for a sing song. Gets us in the mood for the week. Unexpected visit, whatever I was going to say. Unexpected visitors. 41. If you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles. Detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts. Expect the unexpected. No matter how detailed your plans are and how clear you believe the road ahead to be, there are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise turn of events signals that the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet, except spirit, who knows what you can't comprehend for now. Oh, sorry, who knows? Not as in, who knows? It was no one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet, except spirit, who knows what you can't comprehend for now. Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There is a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. Wow. Feel the feminine's energy here, look. This masculine's on the move, or he's being guided once he's kind of stopped beating himself up a bit. The past is in the past. You can't change that. So it's like time's a ticking. There's definitely been a detour here that's been divinely orchestrated. Okay. Let's finish with this last row here. So we've got the Strength card. That's really where you would find the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups, where the Divine Masculine is with the Divine Feminine here. It's definitely a door to spirit as well. And there's not going to really be like storm fields, stormy, turbulent times here. It's quite a comforting card. It's just the two of them. We've got the Hangman though. I just felt that there was something I felt a pain in my leg as I looked at his leg. So I just felt that there was maybe something wrong with his leg. Maybe he's trying to get himself, you know, back to kind of, back to health. He may have been rushing around a bit too much, and that's kind of had an impact on his own health by just giving too much. The universe will pull you out. They can pop an illness on you, or, you know, shift the course against your agenda. So let's, I want to carry on. So we have this waiting. I said waiting for the tide to turn, for this love to come in. Looks like Cupid's sitting there ready. It's like he's waiting, he's come out, he's waiting for the right time. I can't really see an arrow, his bow and arrow, but this could be the masculine here in love, just waiting for its return. Okay. And then we have the Tower with the World card, and I felt here that this was really nothing to do with the Divine Feminine. This is the Divine Masculine's energy that needs to sort out his foundations. And then things happen quickly. Relocation, travel, Communication. It's like he's going to pull this off. It does feel like he's putting on a show, but I felt that was more of a past energy. This is really seeing his worth here. Let's get a card to clarify. Make a wish. The Star card. This is really about kind of going after your dreams, your wishes, how you can see yourself in the future, and you really know that maybe where you are, you're not going to be able to achieve that. You have to look at your environment and see if you can, we get another one, if you can really achieve what you're looking to achieve with where you are. Because there's definitely like a relocation here, starting again. That Hangman there, because of, I don't know, I was seeing like trees and him being hung out to dry. The colour of his legs, it just looks like he's going through some kind of drying out process. He's been hung out to dry. I did feel there may have been, that's not my pussycat. This one normally comes when he brings me messages. He's been back on the scene lately. I haven't heard from him. I feel it's like a masculine distress call. My girls say that he comes to find me, but he has been kind of on the scene a lot. Crying. Okay. Make a wish. Tradition. He's wanting the marriage. He's wanting the vision. Divine masculine. So he's in pain. I feel he's beating himself up here. Let's get an energy card. Goddess of the Moon. 52. Intuition going within. I felt like this was the Divine Feminine with the High Priestess card here. This card shows an eternal spirit holding the bright reflective moon and standing in front of the crystal clear waters of a sparkling waterfall. Her arms are stretched upward, receiving the light of the moon, the light of inspiration. This card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Receiving the card upright tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. The Goddess of the Moon brings you all sorts of information, from the mundane to the spectacular. For instance, you could get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you've avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. Or you might have an idea for a great invention, a stock investment, or a spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic ability and mediumship, even on a professional level. You're always blessed with this ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up. Get ready for the amazing inspiration this brings. Well, he is in the Hangman, which means he will be receiving this. And he's charging after it as well. So like this is a gradual surrender, step by step. It's like taking the steps that are needed to be taken at the right time. Okay. The Enchanted Map, and then I'm going to pull a few oracle cards. We've got listening, of course. 4450. Listening. Yeah, that's what the Divine Masculine's doing. Could be getting synchronizations through music, could be creating music, an expression through music. But listening, I've definitely been having a sing song today, so the Divine Masculine might just find that he's just kind of breaking out in song. 53. That's not from the same deck, but it's the next card from the Intuition card. 52 and 53. Step by step. An open heart will hear the message. When this card appears, you're being reminded that there is a time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what is not being said at the moment, for the deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart, not just your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is a fortunate sign and ensures a greater understanding of your circumstances. Okay. Now we have the bottom of the decks, which is the Queen of Swords. We've got Temperance here, so finding the balance. Reconciliation with oneself. Okay, going on for that crown. In the Lord of the Manor, once you find yourself and become balanced. Fighting the devil here. The devil who has many faces. Okay, let's look at the bottom for the other decks. Divine Masculine, we knew that one. We'd seen that, but we knew it by the reading. It's just clarifying. Energy cards. The Healer of the Ages. I want to read this. It's finding the balance here, look. Let's read this one. 51. Oh, we've got 51, 52 and 53. It's because it's a Divine Masculine that needs to do this. Okay. So, 51. Step by step. Ooh, baby. I'm singing New Kids on the Block. I was like 12, 13, maybe. New Kids on the Block. It's like 30 years ago. Seriously. Health and vitality. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental and emotional ills. So I definitely did pick up the physical here. Emotional and mental is just lacking that recognition, receiving that love back. Okay, giving too much. So this amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalise your life force. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. Okay. It's an important healing process here. Talisman. Madonna, Lucky Star. You must be my lucky star, 'cause you shine on me wherever you are. I just think of you and I start to glow. I wanted to say, I just read your mind and baby you know, but I'm not actually sure whether they are the words, but hey. Let's come off of Madonna now. A lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. Wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really, I'm so sorry, we're losing the voice, okay. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you, for you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to your success. Let's pull some oracle. I think I'd like to get a colour card. Where would the colour cards be, please? Oh, and an affirmator. Let's start with a colour card first. Knock, knock. Who's there? Look, seriously, I'm quite distracted today. Look at the bottom there. Knock, knock. Who's there? Say something more. Okay. So that's like the same old response, isn't it? Knock, knock. Who's there? We've got brilliance. Discover your sparkle. Why do I feel that this one isn't in the book? But we'll have a look. No, it goes from 25 to 31. We have no 26. Brilliance. You need to discover your own sparkle. Okay, I'm just going to make sure it's not a bit later on. No. Look, it shows that waterfall. Within the feminine intuition here, goddess of the moon. Let's get another one. Green, revitalise your nervous system. Okay. Big changes. Green revitalises your nervous system, heart, circulatory system and liver, lowering blood pressure and releasing frustration and anger. Meditation and healing are enhanced by green, which also stimulates growth and is good for healing broken bones. Surround anyone who is unwell with green. Absorb green rays to revitalise your nervous system and heart. The big message has been to be getting out into nature every day. Okay, even if it means forcing yourself to do that. So focus on flooding your nervous system with green rays of light. Direct the light throughout your whole spine before moving it into your heart. Then rotate this green light around your heart until you feel your heart expand, relax, and fill up with vitality. Say, Divine Intelligence, please release all the pressure and stress from my heart and nervous system and fill me up with your healing, revitalizing green light. Did you guys hear that? It was like a doot, doot. It sounded like like a delivery person who has a machine. But how interesting that there's no one out there unless they're next door. But that come up perfectly, didn't it? When it said, Divine Intelligence, please release all the pressure and stress from my heart and nervous system and fill me up with your healing, revitalising green light. And it kind of went, beep, beep, like it was levelling you up. It's like, done, job done, revitalised. You only had to ask, and maybe get out into nature. Okay, affirmator. Knock, knock. Very bizarre. There's no one there, but I heard it. I wonder if the camera picked it up. The microphone. Whew. God, it's been a bit of a energetic reading today. Okay. That's how we should start off on a Monday or every day. Vibrant, happy, and let's sing-song our way through this. Okay. Divine timing. Look at this little like flick here. That's awesome. I said there's something about the timing here. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. Oh, I love it. It's like you're going to get the kick up the bum when you need it. And I said that I felt like this was a battering, like divine just kept kind of saying to the divine masculine, stop, you know. And now he's kind of charging off towards trusting his intuition, divine timing. I want to get another affirmator. Clarity. Stopping to listen to my inner self, I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar. And the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage or compost heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic. This comes in with the orange for yesterday. I said about how the bitterness of the lemon, and we've got the orange here. I said about when you squeeze an orange, what do you get out? And it was orange juice. And I think that here he's shedding his skin, and you can see that inside, like he is love. He is orange juice, what he's made of. Love. I love this. Stopping to listen to my inner self, I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. There's a lot of mental chatter, a lot of mental beating up. Okay. Not being impressed with yourself that needs to be dealt with, okay, and tossed into the trash can. So the clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar, and the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage or compost heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic. That's brilliant. Comes in great with yesterday's reading. For the working week, that was. Okay. How are we doing for time? Not that it matters. Of course it matters, but... we're just going to end on a Rumi. I don't think there's much more to be said. It's all in divine timing. You'll get that kick when you need it. Rumi. Such a burden, look here. I do feel that this is very much a burden on the divine masculine's energy, and I believe that's why kind of the divine feminine is just going to really leave the divine masculine to be able to resolve his own situation that he's in. It's a burden, but it looks like it's one that he's needing to face. It's like he's on his way home. He just needs to give back some of those burdens that he's carrying that aren't even his. He's just taking on the weight of the world, really, unnecessarily. Some people can, you know, handle their own drama. Feel like it's time for the divine masculine to relax and let go. Let's get a Rumi card. about, look, out of time. I said there was something about the timing here being important. He needs to get his timing right. Okay. I feel that this situation happens really quickly. Where it says everything is timing and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. Okay. Let love transform. That's lovely. Card number 14. That's a Temperance card. We did see the Temperance card. Okay. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby and the body becomes all soul. Okay, Rumi. It's just with the Temperance card, balancing those, just when it says that the sea becomes filled with pearls and the dry land receives the water of life. It's really just the Temperance and the Star card that's shouting out where one has, you know, a foot on land and the other in, actually on the water. The Star card, she's not actually, her foot's not actually, it's like she's walking on water. So her foot's not actually submerged into the water. Let's get back onto this card though, because my brain's gone off to Temperance. Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hallowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. As the sun begins to set, the colours become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realise it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. I'm struggling to get my words out, guys. So sorry. Let's get this wrapped up. The great beloved is a show-off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. We are able to remain always in the heart. We would be constantly breathless. Were we always? Okay. It's good feeding. Just come to this stumbling point now. The great beloved is a show-off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. Were we able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless, in a fit of appreciation and awe so great, truly, there would not be even a sliver of emptiness through which fear could enter. What does this mean? It means an avenue for divine fulfillment has been found. You are being given the power for spiritual success. Your heart's yearning shall manifest itself, but you must comply according to the law of love. What does that mean exactly? Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. Why would we seek to limit love's creative genius thus? No, instead, trust that it will be magnificent, perfection, literally the work of a great genius. So detach yourself from expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time when the ripeness is just right. So utterly juicy and sweet, you shall know with certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, nor a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare, perhaps that might have otherwise been engaged in perpetuating worry or doubt. Well, I am so happy to see that you are twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are not going to worry, if you are just going to surrender and trust. Then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course, you can just live your life, but perhaps you may want to dance barefoot Well, of course, you can just live your life, but perhaps you may want to dance barefoot and wild with me upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. Okay, so we're going to sing song today. So the sacred honouring ritual. Do I need to hold this up? No, looks like something's coming out of the clouds now, doesn't it? Look, soaring in there. You can see that. Just here. Open your arms to the heavens and imagine sacred bounty pouring down more than you can hold. This is love's gift of plenty to you. Imagine whatever it is you want. Love, abundance, peace, passion, healing, purpose. Let it all descend into your body and soul, just like that. When you are ready, place your hands on your heart and say, I am love zone. I am seated with my brother Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, upon the love seat in the sacred garden of the divine creator. I am blessed to fulfill my destiny, to become divinity awakened and embodied, to receive all of life with the wings of angels at my back, so I may rise with my sacred animal feet to dance with sacred delight upon this earth. Put your hands in prayer, bow your head for a moment. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. It said here, so I may rise with my sacred animal feet. I felt here that he was, what are they called? A centaur? Oh no, I believe that's half horse, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, and this always throws me on this page because it says, above all else, I trust love. Now, I believe this maybe has been wrote in the book, like by the author, but it does look like my handwriting, and I question myself every time. Did I write that? And I have a look, and it's like, it does look a little bit like my handwriting, but I don't think it is. So I just think it's just a reminder every time I look at it and I go, I don't remember writing that in it, but it looks like my handwriting. Above all else, I trust love. If anyone else has got the Rumi Oracle, check for me, please. I'm sure I didn't do it, but okay. That was Let Love Transform, card number 14. Okay, I'm going. Have yourself a fantastic day, and thank you for sticking with this reading with me. Okay, it's quite deep, but quite jolly. The sun will come out tomorrow. Okay, right guys, I will catch up with you soon. Much love, take care, bye for now.